What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Maximus the Fourth. What I have to present to you guys today is Pepsi. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive and look into Pepsi, the history of it. Before I do a taste test, I will fill you guys in on how Pepsi has developed into what it is known as Pepsi today, but I will walk you through the complete history, and my goal today is to hopefully bring you guys the most animated, entertaining, intriguing, and colorful review. So let's get right into this and see what happens. Here we go. Pepsi was first invented in 1893 by a man that went by the name of Caleb Bradham. Caleb was a pharmacist, and he originally sold this drink at his drugstore. The drink was originally known as Brad's drink. Later on, the drink was renamed to Pepsi Cola. In 1898, because it was advertised to help relieve dyspepsia. And for those of you that don't know what dyspepsia means, it's a medical terminology for indigestion. So the name was renamed from Brad's drink to Pepsi Cola, in which Pepsi is short for dyspepsia, and then cola just simply is referring to the flavor of soda, which is normally a dark cola soda. And to give you guys a legit visual, all Caleb did is he just stripped the middle of the word Pepsi from dyspepsia and used that as the official name with cola at the end. Kind of crazy how Pepsi was originally used to try to help clear up indigestion, because considering to this day, it most likely could do the opposite if you drink too much of it because it's loaded with sugar. Some people thought that Pepsi might have been referred to pepsin because it is a natural digestive enzyme. For those of you that don't know, pepsin is a digestive enzyme. Pepsin, P-E-P-S-I-N. But pepsin never actually was in the original ingredients of Pepsi. The original ingredients of Pepsi did include sugar and vanilla, and Caleb Bradham's goal all around was sought after to hopefully create a soft drink that was going to clear up indigestion and to help boost people's energy levels. Eventually, in 1903, Brad did move all of his bottles out of his drugstore and into a warehouse. In that very year, he sold 7,968 gallons of syrup. So I guess for that first year that Caleb Bradham had moved his bottles out of his drugstore, I think he switched to just selling syrup so people could make their own Pepsi. That's what it seems like to me. That's what I read, and that's what I got. So I'm pretty sure that that's what he did. The following year, Caleb switched to 6-ounce bottles, and sales absolutely skyrocketed. He got away with selling 19,648 gallons of soda. 19,848 gallons. And then, in 1909, an automobile racer that went by the name of Barney Oldfield was the very first celebrity to endorse Pepsi. But although the story does go on and on and on, I won't cover every last bit of it because it's too much information. But one more very interesting fact that might really intrigue you guys is that at one point in 1923, Pepsi actually did enter into bankruptcy because the prices of sugar had skyrocketed, banging completely through the roof because of the hardship of what people were going through during World War I. Did I say that correctly? In 1923, the prices of sugar went through the roof because of World War I. So that is the complete history of Pepsi. Not complete, but all the important information. I don't want to completely bore you guys, so we're going to stop there. And as you guys can clearly see, Pepsi to this very day has survived, and they are very much thriving. Let's open this up and see what we can come up with. So automatically, when I'm smelling this, I don't know how to describe Pepsi. It's very sweet, and it has an incredibly distinct sweet flavor to it. It is so good. It absolutely pounds Coca-Cola down into the dirt nowadays. In my own personal opinion. How does it taste? Very, very good. It does taste like a cola soda. Most cola sodas, which is just the flavor of it, which is the dark caramel color of soda, like Shasta, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you name it. There are so many different brands out there that exist. They have that similar flavor because they're the cola flavor, but equally they all do have their own uniqueness to it. As I am taking a drink of Pepsi, again, it is incredibly sweet, and you can definitely tell that it does have that similar cola flavor to it, like most cola flavors, but there really is something different and special about Pepsi. It does have a very distinct flavor, and most people to this very day should be able to tell the difference between Pepsi or Coca-Cola or Shasta. Not that any of us really drink a lot of Shasta, because I don't know that we do. It's much more of an obscure brand of soda. But I'm pretty confident that if I were put into a blindfold into taste test flavors, I could probably pick out Pepsi, no problem. It really does have that distinctively sweet flavor. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I give Pepsi? I'm not 100% entirely sure, but what I can tell you is I've always been a bigger fan of some of the side products, like Pepsi Wild Cherry. I think that one tastes much better than regular Pepsi. And the same thing goes with Pepsi Vanilla. I like that one much better. That one's definitely a 10 out of 10. Pepsi Wild Cherry, I don't know what I would rate that, but I'm going to do a review on that one soon. I've done many reviews on it. But tasting Pepsi as a whole by itself, it's good, but I think that the side flavors that they've come out with are much more tastier than this. So with that said, I would probably rate Pepsi a very fair 6.5 out of 10, and maybe give it a 7 out of 10 if I'm being very generous. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the history, basic history of Pepsi. And there was my review and scoring system. With that said, as always, I thank you guys for watching. I am Maximus IV, and I am now signing out, and I will see you guys next time.